Yeah, with the U.S. military, we work all over the world. So I've been on 4 continents for the U.S. military, and it's pretty much every year we're somewhere overseas for the U.S. military doing work, if not in multiple locations. And that's because they get it. They care deeply about wanting to create that culture of respect. It's really in their core values. So they want to make sure that's being lived across the board, and they want to bring in innovative, proactive programs that are skills-based, right? Our military is skills-based. So why wouldn't we want people skills-based with personal life issues too? We come to that organization. So if a middle school is calling and saying, hey, we want you to come in and talk about dating, relationships, boundaries, and respect, we're going to go to that middle school and we're going to do that work. But we get companies calling us for very different programming. With companies, it's not necessarily about stopping sexual violence as the sole discussion. It's about how do we create a foundation of respect throughout the whole organization for it to be built on. So if your company was represented by a skyscraper, you don't think a disrespect is the 19th floor. You realize that it occurs at the foundation, and that causes cracks throughout the whole organization. So we want to strengthen and deepen the foundation of respect. So we talk about the 9 daily displays of disrespect in the workplace that can lead to more trouble down the road. So that's a very different conversation, and companies are really responding to it because, once again, it's a how-to. It's how to recognize those moments and turn them into positive moments and giving them the skills to do that. Yeah, it's really interesting how much it changes from year to year which audience we speak more to, depending on what's happening in the world. So for instance, for the longest time, universities is where we were at. That's by far, that was the majority of our work. Well, then the military recognized mid-2000s, hey, we need to start being more proactive. And suddenly the military was starting to get closer and closer to the point the military was more of our work. We were still doing a lot with the universities. Well, then recently, K-12, middle schools and high schools have recognized we need to be more proactive. We can't avoid this anymore. They were sort of being standoffish and saying we're not going to address that, which wasn't healthy and wasn't helping their students. Now, good leaders in schools, administrators realize we got to do something. And suddenly that number is now soaring. So it just depends on what's happening in society and what groups are recognizing the importance of this topic.